Hey everyone, it's Miles here. Today the topic we're going to cover is understanding the stamina refill costs. So a lot of people say that this game is very generous, and it's true. You get about 10k to 15k free gems from the game each month, and if you plan well, then it's very easy to keep up with the top level competitive players as long as you're not pulling random banners or you're not rushing to spend your stamina. So a lot of the veterans would tell you, spend 3 refills or 6 refills max on start, and then later on when they're N2, N3, which is the drop events, then you can spend more to get more efficiency out of your gems per stamina. So thanks to the whales in my guild who have been purchasing 40 out of 40 in the past few days, I was able to calculate the cost for everyone to see. And I actually posted a Reddit guide, so I'll have the link in the description. It kind of goes into deeper detail of the importance of keeping your stamina refill cost low, and you're still able to reach the end game without having to spend a ton of resources. So if we look at this image right here, this is a table which I made. Initially, each stamina cost, the first 3 is 40 per refill, and then it becomes 60, and then 100, and then it jumps to 150, 180, 200, and all the way to 250. And you can see that in this column right here, or actually it's better if we look at this column. If you buy 3 stamina refills every day, it's just going to cost you 120. However, if you fill 40 every day, each day it will cost you 5,900. So it's a huge difference. And you can see that, so this is using data from the Taiwanese Princess Connect wiki. Going from level 10 to level 80, if you buy 3 stamina per day, it will be 61 days before you reach level 80. And if you buy 40, then it'll take 13.76, so roughly 14 days. Yes, it's quite a jump, but if you look at the total gems cost required over that period of time, it only costs the free-to-play player or players that buy 3 refills 7,000 gems, 7,333 gems to reach level 80. Yes, it's 47 days longer, but compared to the 40 gems per day, that's gonna cost 81,000. So that's only the 13 days times the 5,900 per day, right? So it's not it's saying that after you reach level 80, then you don't even spend gems at all, and that's still going to cost you 81k. And 1 pity for 1 banner is about 45,000. So you can see that even if you're someone who only spends 6 refills, you're still saving up to 60, so more than 1 pity banner. So it's very important that you control the level of stamina refills that you buy every day. To keep that in mind, that you need to be prepared when banners come, and if you don't have if you're unwilling to spend money to purchase the gems, then you're gonna miss out. So my personal recommendation in terms of stamina, if we take a look at our current level, and let's say the soft launch right now, it says March 1st, which I believe is a placeholder for Q1 of 2021, which is just over 90 days, slightly under 90 days. So even if you just do 3 stamina per day for refills, you'll be level 80 by the time the full release comes, if it's March. Right? But I personally believe that the release should be around end of January or early February. So that gives us about a month and a half. So it should be 45 days. So with 6 stamina refills a day, you can reach near maximum level when the full release happens. And that's about 47.7 days as outlined here. It's definitely fine to go at that pace because the people who spend a ton of gems to reach the maximum level, they definitely will be ahead in terms of the arena, but the daily rewards for placing at the top of arena is not going to cover this cost. And also, if you want to keep your level at the top of arena, you still have to keep buying lots of gems to farm the equipments, refine them, and also make sure you're pulling a lot of units to round out your composition. So as a free-to-play player and as someone who is a light spender, it's really not advisable. So my recommendation again is, if you want to get the maximum efficiency out of your gems, you buy 3. If you want to really enjoy the game, because 3 is very, very short, you spend it on some hard shards, hard levels, and they're gone, you buy 6. At the start of the game, you can buy up to 14. I recommend that to get a core team going with R7 equipment as well as refinements, so that you can progress through all the different PvE modes, as well as do somewhat decent in PvP. And then after you have a team of refined R7 units, then you can kind of tone it down into buying 6 or even 3 refills per day. And that should drive your cost down by a lot, so that by the time June comes out, which is our first banner with the launch rewards, you should be able to grab a copy of her even if you pity. So that's my take on the stamina. Again, I go into a bit more in depth in my Reddit guide, and you can have a read there. And it's also important to know, on release, they usually release with N2 or even N3, which is the drop increase. So every drop you get is duplicated, and then you can spend more gems then to get more efficiency out of them. So it's not like you spend you spend 6 refills or you spend 3 refills, and on release you have to maintain that amount. You can still spend 9 or 14 when release happens, and at that point it's still going to be more efficient than you spending those amounts right now. So keep that in mind when you're progressing.